friends, and welcome to my channel. Today we're doing something very different that I have never done before. My daughter Emma happens to own 2 Shanelles, and she wants to dye this dress of Chanel number 2, I guess. She wants to dye it burgundy because she also has anyway, the Barrymore girl. I can't keep all their names straight. Anyway, she wants to dye this burgundy to kind of go with the Barrymore doll. And we're gonna learn how to do this together today. And I have to say, I've never done it, like I said, and the ratios kind of escape me. The instructions say it needs to be like 3 gallons of water for 4 ounces of dye, and that's if you're doing like 2 adult large t-shirts. So I've watched, there's not a lot of tutorials online for this. Oh, you heard the beeping. That's my kettle. The kettle is temperature of the water needs to be 140 degrees. And I'll kind of show you some of the other tools that are recommended. So first the dress, and then we have a stainless steel bowl as the directions instruct. Now I don't necessarily want to risk the bands turning burgundy, so I'm going to use a skewer stick. And ultimately when we dye it, we're going to set it in the bowl like this. So it kind of just hovers, and then that way only this bottom half will be dyed. Other elements that the instructions call for are a bit of dish soap. Dawn is, I think, frequently most often used for this. And then apple cider vinegar if you're doing, or some kind of vinegar if you're doing certain fabrics. And then salt for other fabrics. So, and this actually doesn't say polyester, which I feel like these clothes are most likely a polyester blend. So right there, I'm not even sure how well this is going to work. So cotton rayon or linen is for salt, and then vinegar is for the nylon, silk or wool. So I'm gonna maybe go with a nylon idea on this, and we're gonna do the vinegar. And I'm just terrible with ratios. So the first thing we're gonna do is fill this with some hot water, Dawn soap, and just all the components in one bowl. Mix it up, and then we're gonna set this in. It can go in up to 60 minutes. I think I'm gonna check it in about half an hour because it says 30 to 60 minutes. See how it looks, because we're gonna be dyeing through several layers here. And then we want it to be fairly dark. So we're gonna set it in as long as we want it to get there. And it will be darker looking wet. Once it's washed and dried, it'll be lighter. So we want to try to achieve the darkness for the dry setting. Another component I forgot to mention, gloves. Always gloves when you're working with dyes or any other harsh chemicals, because your hands, first of all, don't want to be that color because they will be dyed that color. And secondly, you don't know how these chemicals will work on your skin, and that's just no fun. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the water and we'll start doing our mixing. I did try to calculate ratios, and my husband tried to help me, but he's working and I'm a bit of a dunce when it comes to math and calculations. And so math teachers out there, I apologize in advance for just really not doing a good job. This is not an educational channel. I mean, I can try, but I doubt it will be. Okay, so first we're going to put in a few drops of the Dawn soap. And those of you who have ever dyed Easter eggs, that's probably more than I need, but I think if you've ever dyed Easter eggs, you'll know how sometimes they request vinegar, especially in those pinks, because it does help the fabric kind of grab that dye better. Also, I forgot to mention that you want to pre-wash the clothing before. That's probably way too much vinegar. Whoops, not paying attention. Before you actually dunk it in, because there's going to be chemicals on this fabric that comes from the factory, and it's going to keep the fabric from really clinging onto the dye that you're using. Okay, so time to shake the dye, because it does say shake well. All right, and this is the part that I'm not sure how much to do, guys. I'm really not. So, oh, that came off easy. Whoa, look how dark that is. That looks like a dark brown. We're doing the wine color, as you, I'm sure, saw. So here we go. I'm gonna just pour it in. I want it to be dark. I've seen some videos where it just didn't turn out well because I don't think they had enough dye. All right, so I'm gonna mix it first. Oop, easy there, girl. Oh my word. Oh, it smells like vinegar so much. Good grief. Okay, so that's really dark. Look at that. It's already affecting our stir stick here. I have my tripod in the sink, so I can't even really run the water right now because I wanted to make sure I can get a good angle. Okay, it has been over an hour. I checked it at the 30-minute mark and felt like it really needed a little more. I have been stirring it periodically as the instructions state. So let's take a quick look before I dump everything out and rinse it off. I'm gonna have to turn the camera off when I do that because, like I said before, the tripod is in the sink. So anyway, here we have it. Ooh, look at all that. That turns out pretty good so far. Now we have to rinse it and wash it, so it might get to be a bit lighter. But so far that looks really good. It's a nice gradient. So you can see how the gray kind of hung in there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and dump this and rinse it. And we'll be back after that's done. Okay, I set up another arrangement so you guys could kind of see the process. I rinsed it out already in the cold water as instructed on the bottle. And now I have it in a bowl of, I mean, it says mild detergent. I'm just using the laundry detergent that we use, which is, I suppose, fairly mild. So I am just kind of washing it, and this is in warm water, as the instructions say. You can do it if it's a large piece of clothing. You can do it in a washing machine, but I'm just doing it by hand. And you can already see there's a lot of color still in the water. So anyway, here we have the rinsing. As you can see, it's lightened up significantly from how it looked. It's definitely more of a pink now, which is a little disappointing. I think she was really hoping for a burgundy. The underneath part, minimal change from white. And we do have another Chanel, so we can do a nice comparison when this is dry. All right, well, that has been washed, I feel like, pretty significantly. We're gonna rinse it now. I didn't think it would stay super well because this dye did not list. I'm pretty sure this is not any of the materials that this dye is best for. I kind of think it might be a polyester blend. And that polyester was not listed on this dye bottle, but I would say there's definitely no comparison. Oops, sorry, am I out of frame? Sorry, guys. Multitasking here. So there's definitely not, there's a lighter color than what's on the bottle, but all right, so I thought I'd press dry it before I hang dry it. So this is just some grubby kitchen wash rags. I chose the ones with white in it, so if there is any residual color, we should be able to tell pretty well. So I'm just gonna press it, kind of get some of the excess water out. And then another thing you can do is carefully kind of roll it. This is a good way to get water out. Press it really hard. I'm gonna roll it the other way. My mom taught me how to do this. I used to do it with my swimsuit before they had those really cool drying machines at the gym. Press, press, press. All right, now we unfold. See how it looks. That got a lot of water out. There's still definitely a little dampness, but that's really pretty. Look how vibrant that is. And I love how the thread, the material here, that thread is kind of a much brighter pink. So it really stands out. And again, the underneath part, it's just a hint. I think it's actually really quite perfect. I hope my daughter likes it. She's not a big fan of pink. She is not a fan of pink at all, actually. So she might be a little disappointed when she sees it's not actually burgundy. All right, so we're gonna hang dry it now. A little bit of dampness left in this part, just a tiny bit. It should air dry pretty quickly. And then we'll show you the final results. So here we are in my daughter's room. We have finished the dress and I've put it on Shanelle. This is Shanelle's room up here in my daughter's room. And as you can see, it has a really nice pinkish hue. It's definitely not burgundy. She was really wanting it to really match on Mila here, who is the strong burgundy. This is a little room that she made for Mila. It's so cute. Look at the squishmallow pillow. I love it. Anyway, she's sporting her really awesome boots and some of Shanelle's wear. She took the rings out. She really wanted to have no rings and just really liked that look better. And then she's used the plastic forms that come in the rainbow-high packaging on the extra outfits, and she glued them to kebab sticks and the tops of some different cans and made her own dress forms. So now the outfits can be on dress forms in the doll's room. So I think that's really clever. It looks really, really good like that. And she'll be mad at me that I rearranged the doll, so shh. Anyway, so that is Mila's room, and this is the Shadowhigh room since I'm showing you her room. So we have the Shanelle. This is the second Shanelle she got. And then Natasha, who's a beautiful. And then first Shanelle, she decided she wanted to do some customizing. So we cut her hair, and I forget what she named this one. She has a different name. They're twins, of course. And then, that's why we were able to customize this second dress. Turned out really good. Here's underneath. And then over here we have Winter Break Violet, who is, I say she looks like she's a cheerleader, but Emma says no. Anyway, she's very happy and she's wearing Natasha's outfit, but the tights I think are Mila's? No, I think they're Crystal's. I don't remember. And then we have Crystal over here who's wearing Natasha's second dress. She looks gorgeous. And those earrings I believe are Violet's. And they have bunk beds here. She made bunk beds. And then she used the packaging to make the closet space. And it has the kebab sticks again. I'm telling you, kebab sticks are kind of amazing. Another dress form there. Whoa, we're about to lose her. Don't fall, Violet. And then over here you can see she did packaging there for her little closet space. And that's kind of a general bookcase right there. And we are indeed losing Violet. She's gone. She's gone. I'll have to fix that. But let me show you the dress form here. So underneath, you can see the clear plastic. So we just put the stick all the way through and all the way through the top, so that gives it stability. And then we hot glue it to this can thing. So now she can put a lot of clothes on display. Especially if you don't have enough hangers or don't have enough closet space. So that's a really fun little craft y'all can do at home with your packaging. All right, anyway, thanks so much for joining me in this fun process. First time dyeing clothes and dyeing anything really other than a little tie-dye project a few years ago. But I'm interested in maybe even trying to do a custom hair on somebody. I thought of maybe getting another Jet and trying to dye her hair. Because the posability of Jet surpasses all other Rainbow High, if you didn't know. She has a posable torso and ankles. So getting her and customizing her would be really cool. Anyway, I hope you're all having a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Violet says bye.